Sorry. Sorry I'm so late. Oh. It's you. No, nothing. I didn't mean anything. I'm just surprised that you need tutoring. You hardly seem the type, you know? Well, you are who I'm meant to be tutoring, right? The email I got said, meet the person here in room 503 at 5 p.m. Yes, it is 5:15. Like I said, I'm sorry about being late. Time just got away from me, I guess. Look, it's hardly an excuse, but I'm owning the fact that I'm late, okay? It is what it is, and it's done now. We're wasting time talking about it. Look, if you're gonna keep chiding me, I can leave. I said I was sorry, and I'm happy to make up the time today, or in a second session if you decide to continue, but I can't give you back the minutes. Well, did you want the session, or did you just want me to leave? You won't be charged anything for this time, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Are you sure? Okay. Yeah, let me sit down. What? So because I have a lot of friends, I can't be, what, intelligent? Is that what you're saying? That's just silly. Sometimes stereotypes are just that, right? No, it's okay. Don't stress. So, before we begin, I just want to get a bit of a feel for what you need help with. Is it only this subject, or do you need tutoring in others? Okay. Well, most other people I tutor need help in multiple subjects, not just one. So I guess this is a little bit unusual, but it's fine. No, it's perfectly fine. I shouldn't stereotype you in return, hey? And in that case, I'm sorry for saying that. I was surprised that you need tutoring. It just kind of slipped out. I guess the same for the comment that you made to me, right? Yeah, well, I apologize, you apologize. Let's just move past it. So, is there a particular reason why you struggle with this subject? Ah, okay. How come you've transferred into it so late? I'm surprised that they let you do that, to be honest. Okay, so entry requirements for uni. No, that makes a lot of sense. Oh wow, so you had to go and speak to the guidance counsellor and the careers counsellor in order for them to actually let you do that and then change you into this subject? Okay, so it's kind of a big deal then. It doesn't sound like they do it for just anyone. It must be really important to you then. So, what are you planning on studying at uni? If you don't mind me asking, that is. That's a pretty competitive program. You'll have to study hard. Well, no danger of that then. I'm glad to hear it anyway. Me? I'm not 100% sure yet. I know, that's a bit of a cop-out of an answer, but I don't know. I'm sure you get it all the time as well, but it seems like everyone in my life now, if they know that this is, the last few months of me being at school. They want to know what it is that I want to do with my future, and I genuinely don't know. God forbid that I still don't have a concrete idea in my mind. I guess I'm just pulled in so many different directions. Like, science is cool, but I'm not sure that I want to make it my life. I'd love to be a lawyer, but sometimes I wonder if I've been influenced by TVs and movies and that it isn't actually like how it's depicted, and that I would find it very tedious and boring. Sometimes the pressure to have to decide is just too much. Anyway, I still have a few months left to decide, so I'm just trying to focus on getting the most out of high school before the real work begins. I'm not deluding myself about that. Anyway, it's our last chance to be young and free and not have to worry so much about the big questions and the big answers. Anyway, don't mind me. I have another question, if that's okay. This might sound a little bit odd, but I promise it's related. If you'll just humor me for a second. Thanks. Well, how would you like to be rewarded? Yeah, rewarded, like for working hard or getting a good grade. I know it's a bit strange to think about, especially if it's something that you're not used to. If that's the case, just try and think hypothetically. What would you like as a reward for a job well done? It could be anything. I have a few students that enjoy little treats like chocolate or lollies when they get a correct answer. Some really enjoy words of praise and encouragement throughout the session. I've even had one student ask me to take them out for dinner if they got a certain mark in their next assignment, which they did, so I did. Look, maybe it was a ploy for me to go out with them, but nothing like that ever eventuated. Besides, it's probably not the best idea for me to date my students, especially when I'm getting paid to tutor them. But never say never, I suppose. Nothing, don't worry. So, do any of those reward options kind of pique your interest, or does anything else come to mind? Yeah, well, have a little bit of a think about it. If you decide that you actually want future tutoring sessions with me, we can discuss it, okay? For today, I'll just use encouragement and praise. If that's okay with you, of course. I don't have any snacks or treats to bribe you with anyway. Again, that's my fault for being late. I'd usually stop off and get something for the occasion, so I apologize about that as well. Next time, I will 100% be more prepared. Yeah, it's just been a whirlwind of a day. I know that you kind of gave me a bit of shit in the beginning, but I appreciate you being understanding about it now. Thank you. Okay, well, do you have a particular section that you'd like to start with, or did you just want me to work through the textbook with you from the beginning and we can just focus on things as they come up? How come you don't have a textbook yet? Does that mean that you're going to have to buy one yourself? Oh, that's such a pain. I'm so sorry. Well, at least for today, we can share mine. We might just have to sit next to each other instead of across, if that's okay. Here, take this. The content starts on page 9, I think. I'll come and sit next to you. Just hang on a sec. Sorry if it's a bit squishy. I hope you don't mind. Can you see the textbook okay? Cool. Okay, well, I'll get you to read these first few chapters aloud. I'll stop you at different points to clarify that you understand what's going on, and then we can discuss the content whenever you need. I'll make up a little quiz on the fly at the end as well. Embarrassed? What about reading aloud? Oh, don't be ridiculous. You have a lovely voice. Of course I'm being serious. Well, that's just stupid. You hardly sound annoying. If somebody said that to you previously, they were probably just saying so to get a rise out of you. You shouldn't take things to heart so much. Well, the negative things. Take me saying that you have a lovely voice to heart, please. It was meant that way. I promise, you have nothing to worry about. Trust. That's better. You look so much better with a smile on your face. Sure. You can start whenever you're ready. Okay, you've done amazing so far. You should be so chuffed with yourself. Only 2 questions left. So, what was your answer for question 9? Yeah. Spot on. You summed that up really, really well. Super succinct as well. Beautiful. So, last one. True or false? Okay. Can you explain why? Perfect. Honestly, that is just so impressive. You are obviously super, super smart. Exactly. You are hardly a dummy. Obviously. Of course. That's why I was so surprised to see you here earlier. Look, I never would have thought that you would need tutoring. But hey, we've already had the conversation about judging books by their covers, right? So I'll just keep quiet about that now. But listen, I'm not supposed to say this, especially because they really don't like me to lose tutoring clients. But I honestly don't think that you'll need my help going forward. No, I think you're perfectly capable of working through the content on your own and still managing to get top marks by the end of the year. Of course, I'm happy to keep tutoring you if that's what you want. I just don't think it's necessary. It's completely up to you though. I'm happy to keep this appointment slot open for you going forward if that's what you want. Maybe you think that having someone to bounce ideas back with and discuss the content with might actually be beneficial, despite how well you're able to pick up on the content on your own, you know, so that's fine. I'm happy to do that for you. Are you sure? Okay, sounds good. I promise I won't be late next time. However, if one of us does need to cancel or reschedule, it's probably a good idea if we just exchange numbers. If you're comfortable with that, of course. We could always just correspond via the tutoring company and their emails if you'd prefer. But, of course, it's just way easier this way. Cool. Yeah, much more convenient. Yeah, put your number in my phone and, I'll text you. There you go. Make sure you add some cute emojis to my name or something. Of course, I'm gonna do the same. Well, I just want to say that fantastic work today. I'm honestly so impressed with you and so impressed with your ability to pick things up quickly. This is both my best subject and my favorite, and honestly, I'm being completely serious when I say this. I think by the end of the year, you're going to give me a run for my money for the top grade. Yeah, you can be my academic rival. It'll be like an anime or something. Yeah. Anyway, this was super nice. Thank you so much for your hard work, but I really should get going. Yeah. Yeah, it was really great working with you today. So please text me if you have any questions or if you have any ideas on what you want to focus on next time. Sure, I'm absolutely happy to tailor the content to what you need. I wouldn't be a very good tutor if I wasn't willing to do that, would I? Yeah, so anything, just let me know and I'm happy to work around what you need. Oh, before I go, don't forget to think about what your reward preference is as well, okay? Perhaps we can figure something out that's just special for you. Yeah, just think about it. Anything you want. I'll see you later, okay? Take care. Bye.